Hello, welcome back to My Mate Bought a Toaster. My guest this week is the comedian Katie Norris. Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good.
There was just a sort of little nod before you said that.
Yeah.
As if to say, yeah, it's me.
It's me. I'm good. I have sweaty palms.
Well, now, look, you've done podcasts before.
Loads.
Loads of podcasts.
Yeah.
Some of them good.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
You know the drill.
Mm-hmm.
We're just going to talk.
Great.
And it just so happens that I've got a tablet here with your Amazon account.
Okay.
That's just like a side thing.
How quickly do we have to get to the vulnerable stuff?
Really quickly. It really hooks people
my
in.
dad died 3 years ago.
Oh, God, this is good stuff. Oh,
I'm not sure if I'm gay.
Oh, this is just great. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Quick, guys, check the metrics. Oh, we're spiking.
Yeah.
Hang on, are those last two facts true? Because this is really going to be...
I'm exploring my bisexual side.
Okay.
But during a period of celibacy.
Is this going to be apparent via your Amazon purchase history? Because I can just put this tablet away and we'll just dive into that.
There might be connections to be made, but no, probably not.
Okay, well, let's find out. Let's do it. Okay. So I'm going to dive back in, right? We're going to go into the past and I'm going to find your first ever order.
Imagine if I'd lied about my dad being dead. That's so weird.
That would be an indication of really big problems.
Yeah.
Really big problems.
Yeah.
I feel like there was a kid at school who did that.
Oh.
Yeah, it feels like a memory. It might have been me.
Me.
That might have been what happened. But let's.
Okay, I'm trying to distract you from actually looking through the.
Yeah, no, don't worry. We'll get there. We'll get there. So we're going back to 2013.
Oh wow, I was 23.
Oh wow, imagine.
I was 23.
Little Katie, not yet fully grown.
Oh no, I wasn't little.
Go on.
No, I mean I looked like I do now. I've always looked really mature. Like I'm an early developer.
Okay.
So even when I was 13, I looked 34.
Did everyone use you to buy booze and fags?
Yeah, and I was clubbing at 14.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I've always been 5'6", pretty much since I was 11.
Wow.
And that's my height now.
What a growth spurt! What happened at 10 years old that made you grow? Just
start my period.
Oh man! Oh God! Okay, cut there, guys. Jeez, I don't know how to.
That's not my period at primary school.
That's incredibly young.
Yeah, I was 10 and I didn't even know what had happened. I didn't know what it was.
You had the full-on, what on earth is going on?
Yeah,
moment.
I remember being at the top of the stairs and screaming for my mum. I was like, oh my God, what the...
You can swear on this.
Yeah.
But I wonder did you say fuck it at 10 years old? Would you?
Well, I probably sort of...
What the flip?
Yeah, flip. What the flip? What the flip?
Where did you go to school?
I went to school I went to it wasn't a Steiner school, but it was a similar vibe.
Weird.
Yeah, it was on Exmoor in the middle of nowhere. It's called Lydia at St. Lawrence. I remember my teacher, Mrs. Thurston, had those sort of hippie sandals. Yeah. And we had a garden with a pond and there was lots of just leaf collecting. Great. And then singing.
Right. So you were learning to be gardeners. And
and sort of weird sort of hippie children.
Mixed or...
Mixed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Private school?
No, I didn't go to private school. My dad went to private school, the one who died.
Can you stop bringing it up? It's really getting me down.
Why, is your dad still alive? You triggered?
My dad's not. We'll have competitive dead dads later on. I'm sorry, I'm being glib about something which is not funny.
Yeah.
So hang on. So you're at the school on Exmoor.
On Exmoor, that's where I grew up. Yeah.
Very Heathcliffy sort of.
It was.
Do you know what I mean?
But the winters were harsh.
Oh, love it.
Lots of weird people at the window.
Horses, wild ponies.
Well, there are wild ponies on Exmoor, yeah, but there weren't any near our house. But yeah, there is on the moors.
Very gothic. We've gone from you screaming at your first period at 10 years old, and there's
it is, isn't it?
It's quite,
Yeah.
It was
quite visceral.
Yeah. So God, so you're screaming, what the fuck's going on, and then within a couple of years of that, you're clubbing. That's the 10 to 14 years.
It was.
In a nutshell.
I remember it being very quick. That I don't even remember sort of feeling like. But you're at 14, you are still a child. But I think I looked like. I looked like a young woman.
Wow.
Yeah. And I also remember that at school, my friends that I made, they also looked like they were early developers. So we also sort of subconsciously found each other.
So you hung around in the bra club?
We all would walk around with our bra sizes written on our hands. Because at a young age, you're taught that boobs are desirable because the boys are like, you've got boobs. And so we used to write our bra sizes on our hands. And then on a Saturday morning, we would go to Taunton and we would go to Debenhams and we'd get our bras fitted by a lovely lady.
Right.
And then we would come out of the changing room and go, I'm a 34C. And then Sarah McDiarmid would come out and go, I'm a 34D. And then if you're a B, you would cry.
Oh my God, competitive tits.
Competitive tits.
And is this have you discovered this is a common thing with girls? Does this happen a lot? Or is
Well, I mean, yeah, it's the.
We didn't do it as boys. It's not like we would go and get. It's a shame, really. Boys, we should have our pants fitted, and then we'd have to measure. Do you know what I mean? That might make us on a more even playing field.
But didn't you have that in like the showers after rugby and stuff?
No. But well done for spotting that. I inevitably did rugby, not football.
Am I right?
Yeah, of course. Hated it. Absolute coward. Used to hide.
Oh.
Yeah. I
Because of the size.
Because of the size, the lack of hair. No, it never really bothered me in that way. Weirdly.
Mm-hmm.
But there is a guy who I've seen a few times naked at the gym who's got an absolute, proper leg of lamb with a hole in the end.
Really?
And it is distracting. That's the first time in my life where I've gone, I do not have one of those.
Yeah, I mean, I've recently got into Reddit and like been reading a lot about
dicks.
Yeah, a lot of the headlines are my boyfriend's too big and it's painful, or like I'm hurting my girlfriend, I don't know what to do. So you never really hear about that.
Wow, the large dick community. So we've gone from competitive tits to the large dick community.
So
we haven't even talked about your first purchase.
Oh God, here we go.
God, this is going to be a good episode. God, this is going to be good. Don't scrunch up your face. This is going to be great.
Okay, but first purchase.
First purchase, you bought Dracula.
Oh yeah.
Gothic.
I bought Dracula.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's on brand.
I was in Dracula. I did a play.
Acting.
Yes.
Professionally at this stage, at 23?
Yes. Well, 20. I was 20. I must have just turned 24.
Okay.
Yeah. One of my first jobs was I was in rep in the Lake District, Theatre by the Lake.
Nice.
I was in Comedy of Errors.
This is very idyllic.
Dracula.
We've had schooling on a moor. We've had our first job in the Lake District.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Well, I'm much happier in the countryside.
Mm.
Yeah. I think I'd like to live back out there.
Where do you live now then?
Fucking Acton.
Oh, Jesus
I know.
Christ almighty.
I know.
Acton is where my late father
Really?
used to live. I hate Acton.
Yeah.
It's just like, what? Why?
My family, so I live in my brother's flat
Mm-hmm.
for cheap rent.
Thanks, bro. Is
Yeah.
he there as well?
No, he's 10-minute walk away.
Oh, fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's a great flat, but the location, not really.
Did you have to negotiate some sort of sister discount for him
Yes.
when you got the flat? How
Yeah.
was that conversation? How did that go?
It was just, well, they're much older than me, my brothers, and I'm young and, I'm forever young.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I've got 3 older brothers, so I'm the only girl and, so it's not even a conversation.
Yeah.
It's just, you will give me cheap rent.
It's going to happen. And then it happens.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So to the similar grand vibes here, I have 2 older brothers who are 8 and 10 years older than me.
Okay. I
Right.
beat that.
Go on. What are your numbers?
So I'm 30.
Can you write the numbers
I
down?
was 24 then.
Can you? No, you're
Get a
not.
grip.
You are. Well, you are on this point in the plot. Can you write down the numbers of your brothers on your hand? Just to
What, like my bra
Yeah, like
size?
my size. So how much older are your brothers than you?
So I'm 34. My eldest brother's 58.
Okay.
And then Tim, I think, is 52, 53. And then I have another brother who's only about 15 months older than me.
Okay, so quite similar there, but
Yeah.
big gaps. That makes you. I think it makes you ultra. It can make you ultra infantilized because it's like you've got a series of dads. That's how I felt. I had a lot of dads.
100%.
One of them, the
Yeah.
actual one, snuffed it, but then I had 2 spares ready to go. That's how.
That's interesting, yeah, because you're always the younger
Totally.
brother.
And so that thing, it's really
Yeah.
interesting what you said think about the flat negotiations. It's
Yeah.
exactly what I do. If my brother, anything financial, I'll just go, you're going to do it. I don't care. You're
Yeah,
going to do it.
well, they know what they're doing. It's like, I was the one that spoke at Dad's funeral. They didn't.
Really?
Yeah, but that's fine, It's my job, darling.
Was it a good
Best
gig?
gig. Yeah. I got perved on loads at my dad's funeral.
What? I mean, what?
By the men that put my dad in the grave.
Right.
This guy was like,
Oh my God, you got winked at your dad's funeral.
yeah, and I gave him a blazer. No, I didn't. There were no blazers. I was actually I got really drunk. I'm sick in a drain.
It's the only thing.
Grief, eh?
It's the only thing to do. It's the only thing to do at the funeral. Fuck.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
doing the gig at your dad's funeral,
Yeah.
was there a like, look at me now? I'm going to learn. What did you do? Did you hang on? Was this something you wrote, or did you like do?
I always knew I was going to because he was ill for a while, and also I'm very much like my dad. Like he was like a actor, and so I just always knew that there would be, if anyone was going to speak at Dad's funeral, it would have to be me.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
So I was already kind of writing it. Like,
Wow.
Um,
While he was well. What are you working on, darling? Nothing.
Manifestation. Yeah, I mean, obviously I don't really remember doing it, but like I remember it feeling like the right thing to do.
Yeah.
It was actually such a beautiful funeral. It was on Exmoor at a natural burial site. You know, these woodland burial grounds that are like a lot of people haven't heard of, and you kind of it has to be environmentally friendly. So it's just really, really beautiful. And everyone was kind of wearing white, and it was like a really hot sort of beautiful day.
Oh, wow.
So it just kind of felt. And then we had a like a string quartet. So it's very, again, gothic.
That's beautiful.
But also kind of pagan-y.
Yeah. And then throwing up in a drain at the end.
Yeah, and then which is classic me, actually.
How many stories end with, then I threw up in a drain?
Yeah, like I always do something really wholesome, and then I'm like there, like, yeah, you know what, yeah.
I threw up in a drain. I can't believe you got winked at. I'll tell you what, mourners really turn me on. That's extraordinary.
Well, one other thing I'll tell you was that when, I don't know, when my dad did die, I had to read about this because I was like so shocked by my own reaction. Okay. But I was so horny. Yeah. Like in the weeks after he passed away, I had a period of numbness, and then I was like masturbating like 8 times a day.
Holy Christ!
Yeah, because and apparently it's like it's a way in which you're trying to self-soothe. Your body's trying to feel something again. Yeah. And so it goes into this like hyper. I mean, it might not necessarily manifest itself as sexual desire.
So it could be like food or drink.
Yeah, anything excessive that and maybe I was trying to do something that felt safe because I wasn't pursuing other people. Right. It was like purely a self-soothing thing. But I had to Google it, and it is a thing because I was like, this doesn't feel normal. Wow. But then I obviously, and then haven't wanked since 3 years. That's why I'm so creative.
Is that? Oh, hang on. Have you given up wanking?
I am celibate at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah, I am. I'm not dating and I'm not having sex, but I am wanking.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, as you'll see on the absent purchase history. Oh God, which we haven't got round to yet.
Still only done one thing. Katie. Okay, good. I mean, this is great stuff. Mm-hmm. All right, let's see what's going on in 2014.
Okay.
Yep. It's 2014. We have got a classic 80mm silver bullet vibrator. Yeah. £10.90.
Cheap.
That's cheap.
It's definitely not functioning anymore.
No.
I only get a couple of uses out of that bad boy.
Well, they're bullets. By definition, they're one-use wonder. Right?
Well, you know, like they're great because I had my first orgasm when I was 24.
That's quite
this year.
old.
That's really old.
Oh my God, 2014 was your first orgasm?
Yeah.
Is that why you bought the 2 set egg rings, heart-shaped metal moulds for fried eggs? So
Probably.
You'd have fried eggs
but
next morning?
The reason I had I like start my period at 10, right? Yeah. We didn't get I didn't have sex education. I don't remember a sex education class. And I don't remember girls talking about masturbation. No one talked about it. You know, I knew boys wanked. Yes. But I didn't know girls wanked. And me and my friends never talked about it.
The acceptability of girls wanking is totally different now.
And also, like, if you're not taught how to self-soothe and, like, masturbate, but you have desire and arousal, you go and sort of... That's why I think I became quite... why I had sex with boys, like, as a teenager, because I was kind of... wasn't taught to masturbate, and I wasn't lucky enough to discover it on my own. So some of my friends would be like, did you not just rub yourself on the sofa in front of your mum? And then your mum's like, you have to do this in my private, Alice. It's like, no, I'd never discovered it.
Wow.
Yeah. Until
you're 24.
And so the reason I had my first orgasm was my friend, I think Amy, bought me a vibrator as a joke. Because that's what girls used to do. Yeah. It's like, here's a thong, like, you know, this image. Yeah. And she bought me a vibrator, and I think I had a boyfriend, a long-term boyfriend, and we just sort of used it once during sex, and then I had an orgasm, my first orgasm, and I'd been faking it like my whole life before that because I just thought, I guess I just don't have orgasms. And
I've heard this so many times. Not with me, but like I've heard this as a thread where people, girls, women go, it's just never happened.
There was just there was never a conversation. I don't remember having a conversation with my friends about it. Yeah. And so then my sexual journey just took off. I was so liberated.
Did you tell him you just had your first orgasm?
No. Until now.
Seriously?
No. Well, yeah, I never told him. But the sex was amazing. And then since then, I kind of, it's obviously much better.
Right.
But it's also gone through a really difficult period the last 4 years. Sex, generally, I've just not enjoyed it, which is why I'm not dating and not having sex at the moment.
It's quite a sort of like policy decision to make. So what happens if the one comes along?
The one. Well, that's that's the whole point. It's like, I know it sounds counterintuitive, but I've realised the last sort of few years that I don't enjoy casual sex.
Right.
I don't enjoy sex without a feeling of emotional safety.
Yeah.
And I think when you're dating in London or on the apps, there's this sort of level of expectation where it's like third or fourth date you sleep together, when actually it's like all my ex-boyfriends that I was with for years and years, we met as friends first, there was a solid foundation, and then it was like we slept together, and because the emotional connection and all of that was so advanced, the physical connection then was like just a really nice... But I don't want to rush the physical connection before all of those things are...
It's so sort of interesting that you sort of had the in a way the worst of both worlds. Like as a kid, growing up, you had a repression and a lack of information and knowledge, and then as an adult, you're thrown into a world of excess with apps, where you can go and literally I could click a thing now and go and have sex within 20 minutes. Yeah, like it's the worst of both worlds.
Yeah, and I was too sexual. I made mistakes when I was younger that I regret.
Right.
Like, but I think a lot of people say that, the 20s are all about shagging around, but I definitely did myself some damage. And then, and to repeat those mistakes in your 30s, it just feels a bit like there's a pattern here and I need to break it.
Are you talking about all this in your stand-up? Is this part of the show?
It's a little bit part of the show, yeah,
okay.
But because I do tell the audience that I've given up the sex.
As soon as you do that, you'll start having sex again. That's
whenever... I want it to be the right person. I want to be I do want a relationship with somebody. I just don't want to be like, I don't want to be fucking around. And I really admire some of my friends and people I know that can have casual sex. Yeah. Like they're just like, it's great. And I'm like, wow, I respect that, but I can't.
But you have done it and found it's not for you. Yeah.
And you can see a direct link as well. Like there's just I don't get anything from it. Yeah. God. Yeah. It's just so like having been in a relationship for fucking hell 20 years. It's so sort of which is great. And with your wife who loves me.
With my wife, yeah, exactly. With my wife who adores you and is coming to see you. Yeah, it's because actually. Yeah, that's why I'm just checking up on what you're talking about.
I love it that people's wives like me. Ben Elton's wife likes me too, apparently.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
She's obsessed with you. She bought tickets like a week after she saw you at this gig that we did together in King's Cross.
That's nice. Hopefully I'll inspire her to
that's
be
why
celibate.
I'm asking you, in a sort of slightly controlling husband way. What are you going to be talking about in your show? I just need to know. Maybe I should come with her. I'll just come with her and look away for this bit because Katie's talking about not having sex ever again. So ignore this bit. All right, look, let's move on through. 2015, nothing.
Okay.
Nothing.
I was happy I was having sex.
With
someone who loved me.
All of the orgasms.
Yeah.
Oh, excellent. Look at this. 25th of February 2016, one item bought in the whole year. It's a white French maid's apron.
Okay, that's not sexual actually.
Okay.
That was when I went to Edinburgh with my double act. We played these two Australian waitresses that worked in the service industry called Tish and Tash.
Lovely, right?
Who they were obsessed with the service industry. So we used to come onto the stage and get men to come on to the stage and do like a waiter catwalk.
Right.
And then we used to sort of pick them apart a little bit.
So this is you doing the double acts?
Norris and Parker, yeah.
Norris and Parker. Was that your first year doing it in 2016?
No. We did our first year in 2013.
Okay.
At Ryan's Cellar Bar on the Free Fringe.
Oh, God.
And it was amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'd made so much money.
Oh, it's Free Fringe?
No one knew who we were. We just went out and flyed. We didn't know what the Pleasance was. Yeah. So we didn't know what any of the big four were. Mm-hmm. We were just in this fishbowl of like, this is art, this is comedy.
But that's what the Fringe should be.
Yeah, and we didn't know about this rule about, you do 45 minutes and then you do an hour.
Well, next year, so you can try and win your award next year. Lovely. Little burp off mic there, guys. Enjoy that. Yeah, Edinburgh's like, the whole thing used to just be a total mixing pot, and then big venues came along and rules developed and it all gets a bit sort of fossilised. It's ridiculous.
It was very pure. Like it was
yes,
yeah, it was just we just came up, we started doing comedy in Manchester together, we met at drama school, and the show sold with word of mouth, and people came to this little weird cafe where the waitress would steam milk next to us. We'd pack out with like 90 people a day.
I always love the noise of a very busy kitchen.
Passive aggressive waitress while wearing our wigs and the French maids
taking a piss out of the exact thing she's doing for her actual job.
Yeah.
Amazing. Okay, so but at this point then, 2016.
Yeah.
Living in London, living in Manchester.
I'm living in London.
Okay.
And I have a long-term boyfriend.
Okay.
And me and Sinead have representation for the first time with comedy representation. So we've moved to London together.
Nice.
And then we go and do Pleasance.
Oh.
And then we do an hour.
Okay.
And then we have the best run ever.
This is acceptance by the comedy industry.
It's acceptance
now.
by the comedy industry, but we've already done 2 full hours in Edinburgh. So apparently that's why we didn't get a nom.
Yeah, sure. Nomination for the award.
Yeah,
Okay,
whatever, like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And then,
I was on the long list, but I didn't make it to the short list. But they didn't really publish the long list. Oh God, it makes me feel sick.
It's But we had an amazing run, and then that kind of put us in the industry a bit more.
Yeah. It's very much the once you get into a show, someone like The Pleasance or The Gilded Balloon. It used to be anyway. It's probably changed now, but it used to be like sort of you're a corgi registered plumber now. You know what I mean? Like once you've got that, there's almost a qualification element to it. All right, so you're fanning around doing comedy in 2016.
Yeah.
Let's go through to 2017 now. Again, only 2 purchases in the whole year. You have bought on 2 separate occasions. Oh my God. The same product at different times of the year, once in February, once in September. It's the lightning cable sync wire Apple iPhone charger. It's a charger for an iPhone.
Oh, that's so boring and basic.
Oh, it's wires. It's everywhere in this show. People need electricity to charge their devices, to live their lives.
I know, and it's sad.
But it's what Amazon's for.
But it's a very upsetting feeling when you can't find a charger. And do you ever have those sorts of passive-aggressive conversations with friends on holidays where you want the bed near the plug socket, and then it's like, can I use your charger for a bit? Yeah. And it's like,
wow, what are you on?
Yeah.
What's the acceptable number?
Yeah.
That's a big question. What is the acceptable battery percentage where you can allow someone else to use the charger?
I would say like 40%.
I'd say higher than that.
Oh, really?
If I was on 40 and you said, can I have a bong on that? I'd be like, absolutely not, no.
I think that says a lot about our personality
It
types.
really does. It's you see right into it. I would be like 65, 70, you can have a go on it, but until then you're not going anywhere near it. Does that mean I'm awful? That means I'm an ungenerous person.
I think that's very common for men.
Yeah, that's true.
Take more.
It's a man thing. I can't help being a man. But it's true. Like the charging thing is to the point where I don't really care about battery life on a phone now because I'll just find a charger at any given moment. And there's one charger in the office I work in, and we know which drawer it's in, and it's a 3-pronged one.
Right.
It's got your USBs A, B, and C.
I didn't know there were others.
Oh, you get your multi-pronged.
Right.
And
Gosh.
he actually, sadly, he's just left, but he didn't know that we were all using it for ages. We'd go and use it when he wasn't there.
Well, that's great that you put it back.
Oh yeah, because
you could have just got away with stealing that completely, and he wouldn't have known.
Yeah. But it's amazing to think that no one else bought one. Like they cost £7.
Yeah.
But we just I'll nick his.
You used him.
We're in the same team, actually, Katie. It's all part of teamwork. It's absolutely fine. Okay, fine. So that's 2017 in a nutshell. You're charging your phone a lot.
Things were good then. I was still in the healthy, loving relationship.
Okay, so how long were you with this person for?
We were together. It was about 6 years.
Okay,
but we were together about 4.5 years, and then we had a period where we were separated, and then we got back together in the pandemic, and then we broke up again.
You got back together for the Panny D.
A little bit at the Panny D, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The world is ending. I better get with someone.
100%.
Vibes.
Yeah.
It was terrifying.
But it was the world is ending, and like we still love each other. We should give this a go.
And then did all the same habits and issues pop up again?
The same issues came up, not necessarily with who we were as people, just where we were going in life. Sadly.
God, it's what happens.
Yeah.
It's fine because you take the heartbreak and you turn it into a show, or you put it on a podcast and I get listens.
Or you just never have sex again.
By the time this comes out, because you talked about it, I bet you it will have happened. But it's fine because it's a choice. All right, look, let's move on through now to 2018. Okay, and there's all sorts of stuff going on here.
Definitely, it's getting busier years now.
Yeah, so you've got the March. You've got the dad bag, a waste bag.
Oh,
basically, it's a bum bag that looks like a beer gut for £5.36.
Yeah, that's. I mean, it's a prop for a show.
Sure. Yeah.
It's not a kink or anything.
No,
but I've seen those on online a lot now.
Yeah,
I think I was one of the first purchasers of the dad bod bum bag.
I'd say the most unattractive. Have you
seen it before?
No, but it's the sort of thing where I feel sort of familiar with it. You know what I mean?
Because it's modelled on yours.
Well, yeah, exactly. I look at it and I'm like, that belly button's very familiar. I would say the most unattractive part of a male human body is a gut. As a hairy.
I love
Are
it.
you joking?
Yeah.
The hairy gut with a belly button.
Oh, it's cute.
It's not. It's like it's so. It looks like a bag. I mean, it is a bag.
Yeah,
It's
they've
literally
made a
is a
bag.
bag. That's what they made it like.
They made it
But
into a bag, and
it
I
looks-
bought it.
It looks like a storage of fat. You can tell that's where the body is.
Yeah.
It's the body's shed.
But
You know?
it's a beautiful, voluptuous, just, yeah. I mean, obviously not too big, but
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? That they
Yeah.
grow. That's the
suppose
problem.
so. Yeah.
And it's the way they hang over the jeans as well. I mean, it's just, But it's great. I'm sure it looks great on you. So this is a prop for a show.
Prop for a
Right,
show.
okay, fine,
This is
not
a prop for a Norris and Parker show.
Sure.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Not a prop for the show of Katie Norris's life.
No.
Definitely not. Definitely
no.
not.
That was not personal use.
Ladies' shiny metallic dance catsuit.
Norris and Parker were black. Yep, cat suits.
Absolutely
Yeah.
love it. God, so are you still doing the double act? You still do stuff, or are you not?
We're having a break, but I'm sure we'll come together at some point.
Okay.
Yeah. It's more because some people can do 2 shows at the same time in Edinburgh, but I can't.
No.
I struggle just to focus on this one.
Because
Yes.
What time is your show this year in Edinburgh?
So I've done lots of different times over the years.
Yeah. What is the optimum time?
So to be honest, like as long as your show is good, it'll sell at any time.
Oh shit!
I've
so
done
it wasn't the
5
time
p.m.
then,
I've
okay.
done 10:45 at night twice.
Ah, me too. I've done
I've
that.
done 9:30. I've done 8:30. So I've done like all across the board. Apart
I'm
from
a 2 p.m. vibe. I've never done it.
No.
Really?
No. I don't want to do an afternoon show.
I'd feel like I'm sort of at the Hay Festival doing something rather jolly and. Do you know what I
want
mean?
to do something jolly.
It feels.
I need people to be drunk. I need to be drunk.
Do you do like a? Do you do a breathalyzer when people come in? Sorry, you're not drunk enough.
Yeah. I need you to be like a little bit over the driving limit. Well, to be honest, the 10:45 show me and Sinead did the really late one, and we did get a few drunk people, but most of all, everyone's just kind of well up for it. The late night shows are a little bit more anarchic.
Yes.
I've gone for 8:30 this year because my favourite show that I saw last year was in that room at that time.
What's the room you're at this year?
It's below.
Oh yeah, lovely.
It's raked seating,
Oh, it's
55 seats, and I saw John Tothill do
Okay.
his debut show there, and it was my favourite show. And so I asked my agent to ask for that time, so that I know that if it goes wrong for whatever reason, I can't blame anyone else.
Yes.
I know that room works.
Yeah. The room works.
Yeah.
Just need to write the jokes, but that's fine.
Yeah, it's
That'll
fine.
come. Don't worry about that. 14th of December 2018, the toilet, squatty, step, stool, bathroom, potty, squat aid for constipation, piles relief.
Obsessed with the Squatty Potty. Have you got one?
The stool.
I bought it for everyone for Christmas. I think I even wrote a poem about it and put it in the Christmas card. Squatty Potties are great because your poo just comes out like a little acorn. Well, I mean, obviously a big acorn.
It's so much better for you.
You've got one then?
So my kids had the little the stool thing,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
For when they were small. They don't need that anymore.
Right.
But I've kept it. It's in the
Yeah.
and I will go and use that. And
Put your feet on it. Yeah.
if you put your feet up, you poo much better. I'm sorry. We need to be having these conversations.
Yeah, because it's the way they do it in Asian countries.
Yeah.
And that's why they don't have like IBS and gut problems.
It just comes out in a better way.
Yeah, huge poo.
How many people did you put?
Like 5 people, and I don't think any of them are using them.
Wow. You'll be the one laughing when you're 75 and they're all dead.
I know.
Do you know what I mean?
Well, I bought
need-
it to my older brothers, so I love them, but I kind of hoping they're dead before me,
Well,
considering the
to be
age
fair,
difference.
yeah, that's an awkward chat. I mean,
But yeah, Andrew I think they were just a bit like,
you need to get your funeral speech ready again.
yeah,
Fire it up, because if you're not using the squatty potty,
no, I'll bury them with it.
but it's just a much more comfortable experience. And when I now go without one, I notice the lack of it.
Yeah. I'm glad that you're on the same page as me. I know what to get you for Christmas now.
And no, you don't. I've already got one.
Oh,
Don't
I
get
get
one.
you a better
Maybe
one.
get me a bigger one.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So eventually go higher and higher.
Yeah.
Until my knees like by my ears. Then I'll start giving birth. It'd be amazing. All right, 2019 now, Katie Norris. We've got an aroma diffuser.
Yeah, I got really into like
Smell.
that was, I think, that was the time of probably mental health issues. I think, when it's like, this lavender oil will fix me.
Mm-hmm. And you're just breathing it
Yeah,
hard.
yeah.
Still feel bad.
Claddy
Still feel bad.
sage. Yeah. I think that was when I was like, I need help. That was when I broke up with my boyfriend. So I sort of completely spiraled mentally.
Did you?
I had to get therapy for a while.
Really?
And I've been seeing the same therapist on and off since 2019.
Oh, wow. Okay.
She didn't prescribe me the lavender oil. That was
Good.
self-prescribed.
That would be a bad therapist who said, you don't need to talk about these feelings. Go and smell that.
Yeah.
Use that when you poo and smell that, and you'll be fine. So the split hit you hard then?
It was awful. It still hits me hard sometimes.
Why so hard? Because you still love him?
We still
or...
love.
God.
Well, I mean, I think I'm in a much better place now. But it was a long grieving process for sure.
How did you find doing gigs while you were going through that?
Hard. Yeah. Everything was hard, and then the pandemic came, and then it just got harder.
Fuck.
And then it was like, yeah.
But
they do, don't they? Break up so hugely.
Yeah. I mean, I'm still getting over the girl who dumped me 21 years ago. So, and Beth knows that. On my first date with Beth, I talked at length about how I'd just been dumped, which apparently is like the absolute...
Yes, such an ick. Oh my God.
I know, I don't know what she was thinking.
I've rebounded before, and it's not a nice feeling. I'm not saying your wife's a 20-year
I've rebounded into a 20-year marriage. I think Beth knows that.
Which again is normal. But I mean, I had a relationship after, like 2 months afterwards, and then I've had it done to me. And it's,
when do you know? What are the signs of a rebound?
Well, I mean, just when that they only broke up like 6 months ago, 3 months ago.
Yeah.
It's just like, you just can't.
They say that the length of time to get over someone is half the length of the relationship.
That's nonsense.
Is it?
It's so different for
it just
everyone.
depends.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I've had relationships where it's taken me no time at all. Interestingly, the relationships where they've dumped me, I found the easiest to get over.
Yes.
I can get over those so quickly.
You were just a passenger thrown out the car.
Yeah, and it always hits me like a kind of.
Yeah.
But I bounce back so quickly, and I never contact them again. Like I'm quite dignified. I'm quite proud of myself.
Delete the numbers? Are you a number deleter? Number blocker?
I'm sometimes, but not really. But yeah, the ones where they break up with me, it's like, okay, fine, no worries. But obviously feeling upset for like a couple of weeks. But
Sure.
But then the ones where I have to break up with someone, I find...
Because you're now at the wheel.
Years and years and years. Because you're then left with this, like, did I make the right choice?
Doubt. Question marks. This is the problem.
Yeah.
Question marks everywhere.
Yeah.
It's so true.
Yeah.
I wish I had an answer.
I don't know,
I feel like I need some glib answer.
But I think it is. It's that it's not trusting your own choices. Whereas when it's someone else, it's like, okay, well, that's fine. I can't do anything about it.
Yeah, if I turn up for food somewhere and they say this is the only thing on the menu, oh, fine, I'll have it. Yeah. If I have to choose, I will doubt that choice.
Exactly. The paradox of choice.
The paradox of choice. Choice is a terrible thing. Bring back the authoritarian regimes. All right, look, elsewhere in 2019, we have got a wig. We have got the Halloween werewolf mask.
This is, Huge Davies wore that in our show, Burn the Witch.
Excellent.
Yeah, he turned into a werewolf halfway through the show because we needed to go and do a quick change.
Right, okay, good. Just to entertain, just to keep people entertained.
So Huge Davies, who's obviously very, very famous.
Yes.
He played the piano in our Norris and Parker show before he was famous.
Right, okay.
And then he sort of went
so
like that.
What you're saying is you made him famous.
Well,
it was a Tim Key, Alex Horn vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now he's, I love my little Hughie Poo.
I mean, you've got another squatting toilet stool, medically tested and proven. This is in February 2019. This is rapidly becoming your calling card. If you ever stay at anyone's house,
I've been selling them.
Yeah, you should make them as merch.
I should bring them on. This is why I'm not meeting anyone, because I bring it on a first date. How are your bowel movements?
What's that stool for? Don't ask. What should we get for drinks? It's amazing. Yeah. You've got more smells. Yankee Candle, large jar candle.
Yeah. See that, and you know she's having a breakdown or a bad period.
So what should happen is shops that sell candles, right? Mm-hmm. By this logic, should have a therapist in the back. So you go in looking for the candles, and they're like, "Are you after an aroma diffuser?
Yeah,
are you sure that's what you want, or do you want to speak to Sarah?" Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I think it's. I mean, any sort of fragrances. It's also depending on what fragrance you picked as well. Do you know what fragrance I picked?
Oh, that's a great point.
Because if it's cotton, it's clean cotton.
Clean cotton.
Yeah, I was not mentally well. Oh. That was me wanting to smell my mum.
Oh God.
Yeah, she's not dead, by the way. She's like fine. Carol's fine, but like that sort of smell of like care.
Yes. God.
Yeah.
Adulthood is awful sometimes.
I know. Yeah, isn't it?
And candles aren't enough.
Yeah, they don't say that enough.
No.
Being an adult is so bad.
Yes. Why aren't we told that at school?
I know.
You should have been. Someone should have explained periods to you when you were at school.
Someone should have done. Do you know? Can I just say, my mum rang the school and told them that I'd started my period.
Yeah.
And I was taken out of class.
Yeah.
And I was by teacher and I was taken to the toilets. This is when I was 10. And she went, "You'll have to use the teacher's toilets now, Katie, because it's got a bin." And I remember being like, I remember just like, she never gave context. But all I remember thinking was, my mum has told them our secret.
Oh my God.
And she was just like, she didn't say because you need to put your period pad in or this is what you do. She was like, because it has a bin. And I remember thinking, why would I want to use a teacher's toilet? That's so weird. Why don't you just put a bin in the kids' toilet?
Yeah.
But I never said anything. I was just like, okay. And then obviously just never used the teacher's toilet. And I used to just, this is like a huge overshare, but I thought,
Please.
like there was,
Not like we're
we had
recording or anything.
there was a little swimming pool at the school.
Yeah.
And I used to swim with the pad in my swimming costume.
Right.
Because I was just like, no one told me.
Why is no one
I know.
Has this changed now? Surely this has changed.
I think it is changing,
so.
yeah. I mean, yeah, if I ever have children, yeah.
That'll be top of the list.
I will be making sure that they relive the trauma that I lived through.
And another thing, some poor 4-year-old just listening.
Yeah. Do you get 4-year-old listeners?
No.
That's probably a good thing.
It's not. Well, unless you're in the back of the car. Okay, good. All right. So, look, let's move on.
Yeah.
Okay, here comes the pandemic year. Deep breath, everyone. Good luck, strap in. 96 orders in the year.
96?
96 orders.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Crazy.
Wow, that's gone from you've gone from 5 or 6 orders a year to,
Wow. And I had no money.
No, because you were spending it all on Amazon. I mean, the year starts fairly normally.
Oh gosh.
You've got yourself a hairdryer, 10 quid. The unexpected joy of being sober, 2nd of January.
Right, yeah. I bought a series of those. There's The Unexpected Joy of Being Single, Sober. They're really good books, actually.
Do you like a self-help book?
Yeah. I was reading one when you came to meet me in reception.
What's the one that you were reading?
It's gone from Dracula, Wuthering Heights to...
Yeah.
It was called Sex Will Be Good Again. That was the book you caught me reading.
Which is about...
It's about sort of the exploration of sex throughout the years, like research. It's like more of a medical side.
Okay.
About like Viagra being invented.
Right.
Female desire, like all of those kind of things. Yeah.
God.
I know. God, I'm so exhausted.
Oh.
Reading about sex and not having it. I'm such a bore in the bedroom now.
Just mid-intercourse. This reminds me of chapter 8.
Yeah. Did you know that what I'm feeling now is responsive desire? Let me tell you about the history of responsive desire.
You are sort of doing a Haynes manual to sex. You're just getting all the information.
Such a bore.
But you need to get rid of the information and just go back to the feelings, right? But it's hard.
I know. But I have too much feeling.
Yeah, the feelings.
Yeah.
The feelings are the scary things. That's the problem.
I know.
The thoughts.
Numb them. Let's numb them.
Yeah, exactly. Numb them with thoughts. This is the plan.
But not booze, according to this book. So
No.
The Unexpected Joy of Being Sober is about, being able to sort of go on a night out and not drink. She obviously had a bit of a problem with alcohol. I find my relationship with alcohol, it's not unhealthy, but I will have a blowout where I will drink too much, maybe like twice a year.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
It's not bad, but it doesn't make me feel great, obviously.
No,
Because I don't even just 3 weeks ago, I was sick at a wedding. I mean, it is a wedding. So, but then
Sick
it's
in
like,
a drain?
listen to myself, I'm going, oh, it is a wedding. But it's like, I don't want to be being sick at a wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to be easy on yourself. People are sick at weddings.
Yeah, you're right.
Were you the
And it
most
was a free bar.
Oh my God, of course you have to be sick at the end there.
And I'm always the only single person at weddings as well. It was fun, though, because it was a lesbian wedding.
Oh, great.
Yeah. It was really wholesome.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
So do you think you're now going to become a lesbian just because of the lesbian weddings? Great advert for...
Yeah, well, I think I am attracted to women. I've just never been able to explore it.
Oh, great.
I think I'm bi.
Okay.
But I don't know. It's not been properly explored.
Is this it's that meeting the right person thing, isn't it?
Possibly, yeah. Yeah. I just feel like there's this idea that like it's drilled into you from a young age to be heterosexual.
Mm-hmm.
And I wonder if I did meet somebody, whether it would be different. I don't know.
So
yeah, I'm very open about it.
But it's so fascinating
Yeah.
to not know the answers, right? And just go,
Yeah.
it's just like an ongoing thing.
Yeah,
There's
and
so
be a
much
bit
going
more
on.
fluid and a bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think I know fully, and I don't know.
It's more
We'll see.
choice. The problem is that if you've got the choice, you're going to doubt the choice that you've made because you
Oh,
don't want
yeah,
to be in the
made my
driver's
life
seat. You want to
harder.
be in the passenger seat. You want someone else to tell you. Do you want me to tell you? I'll just tell you, and then you can just.
Yeah, go on. Or you just set me up with someone.
Happy to help. My wife really fancies you, so I'll just.
Oh my God, does she? That's so
Easy
sweet.
peasy, done.
I'd like to meet her and turn her.
She. Please do.
What a plot twist that would be. What a podcast.
Oh my God, can you imagine?
If your wife left
We'd
you for
get
me.
so many follows and clicks. I love her to bits, and it would devastate me and ruin my life. But
Well, you need to get over your ex from before her.
But it's almost worth it. Well, this would help me get over the ex, because then I'd have a new ex to get over, and then I'd have to hate you, and I'd probably listen to this podcast and be like, "This is the moment it happened."
Yeah.
Great plot. Okay, I'll talk to Beth. All right, so look, April 2020. Look, we're in lockdown now. Of course, you've got the Kingfisher cat scratching post.
I got a cat in lockdown.
This is when the cat thing starts.
So yeah, my brother said to me, my eldest brother, if you get a cat, your life will be over.
Right.
And there does seem to be a sort of connection between the lack of sex and the cat, if I'm being totally honest.
I'm not going to say crazy cat lady. That's not what I'm going to say.
I mean, that's fine. I don't mind.
Well, I'm not
because
gonna say it,
a cat lady, right? It's a stereotype, but it's a
It is.
stereotype for a
Cheap,
reason because
lazy.
it's fucking great.
And true.
It is. He's brilliant, and I love him.
Mm-hmm.
And we love our pets, right? But so I got him in March 2020.
Oh, wow.
So
he's a lockdown cat.
He's a lockdown cat.
Did you take him with you when you moved back in with your...
He doesn't
ex?
really, you can't really transport him around. He lives very much in the flat and the gardens around it.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is where you were for lockdown, right? So your partner...
I'm still in the same flat. But
Right.
Yeah, he moved in with me for a bit, my ex-partner, and then he moved out.
I see.
But the cat was very much a kitten, yeah, during the breakup.
Have you had a sex event with the cat nearby?
Interestingly, the cat attacked a man. Yeah. In fact, my ex that I broke up with used to call him... So my cat's name is Atticus. And my ex used to call him Attack Arse. Attack Arse!
Because that's just what he did. You've got a guard cat.
Yeah, I mean, he is very... he loves me. Yeah. He's one of those cats that is only really sort of physical and intimate with me.
Yeah.
He's not like a lap cat to everyone.
Do you think you no longer necessarily desire men in the same way because you've now got the cats?
Do you know, this is really something I'm grappling with. Yeah. It's a lot of what my show is about as well, because I will go on a date with a guy, and then I'll go home and Atticus will be there, and I'll just be like, this is so nice.
But great. Don't feel... Why
I know, and then I feel this internalized pressure to date and to be with someone. And then sometimes I'm at home and I'm like with Attack Arse watching, like a gentle pedo documentary.
Yeah, I love those.
And it's like, we're just having a nice time. But yeah, he attacked the feet of a guy when we were having sex.
You remind me of my very, very good friend Lizzie Roper, who's been on this podcast.
I've heard
Do you know
Lizzie
Lizzie?
Roper.
She's amazing.
Oh yeah, Lizzie Roper. I think I auditioned for a Branson Pickle advert with Lizzie Roper.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
She's one of the best comedy actors ever. She's amazing. And we've talked about this before with her. The whole thing where women are just expected to... Well, come on, you need to find a man now.
I know.
Come on.
But
Get rid of that voice. What's that? Why ignore that voice?
It's a constant battle in my head.
Please.
Constant.
Be the lady who lives with cats. Brilliant.
I know. But then there are, there's pros and cons.
Well, then there are needs.
Yeah.
And cats, to be clear, cannot provide those. And it is illegal to ask them to provide those needs.
Exactly.
You can do what you like with the scratching post, just not with the scratcher of the post.
Yeah.
Untamed, Stop Pleasing, Start Living, Katie Norris.
No, this is the self-help era.
Read it.
I haven't read that book
63 quid on a wicker picnic basket for two. Picnic.
Oh yeah, so that's when I was trying to, the relationship was coming to an end. And so me and my ex went for a picnic at Chiswick House and Gardens.
Oh. Okay. I
have used the picnic basket since.
Then I love a picnic
For
basket.
me and the cat.
Oh my God.
But yeah, I have got a really lovely picnic basket if anyone wants to go for a picnic sometime.
Yeah. It comes with a +1, right? It's for two. You can't just go by yourself.
Yeah.
That would be tragic.
Yeah, or would it be empowering?
That's right. Sorry,
Let's
that's the line.
change the narrative.
Let's change the narrative, guys.
Yeah.
Be quite funny to get a massive picnic basket out.
Yeah.
Loads
Lay
of food.
the Squatty Potty out.
Get the Squatty Potty ready. Get your cat out on a lead and have a picnic by yourself on Primrose Hill.
Gorge.
Do it.
Gorge.
Not tragic. Definitely comedy. Definitely funny. Prepare to be tortured. The price you will pay for dating a narcissist. Is that what you hand out? Or at dates? Is that
so obvious what I'm going through now. Yeah, so I dated a guy. Dated a few narcissists, I think.
Yeah, they are everywhere.
But I think it's one of those things as well. It's like the term sort of has become quite...
thrown around.
Yeah.
Like the term legend or genius.
Yeah,
It's-
or just emotionally unavailable even. You know,
Yeah.
it's like you have to be quite careful now.
Yeah. Oh, he's such a narcissist. That's so
Yeah.
true. It's
We all, I
very
think
neat.
we all have elements and characteristics of narcissism. But it's like a true narcissist is a very dangerous person.
Yes. Do you actually read these ones? Because a lot of people get the
Some of them
self-helps
I've read.
Right.
Yeah.
yes.
Some of them I've actually read, but most of them probably not.
Okay.
Because I think as well, there's a lot of pressure for women to do the work, and like, and not having found a partner the last 4 years, when I'm feeling like the saddest, I'm like, what am I doing wrong? What's wrong with me? So then I buy these books and I read them, and then I'm like, but I don't really like relate to these words. And you
Yes.
don't see men doing the work.
No.
I
it's that thing of going like, I
Yeah.
feel sad and it's my fault. It's not.
have so much shame around that
Ugh.
because I just turned 34 this year, so I'm just like,
Well, that's the other pressure as well that men do not feel. I don't think in the same way.
No.
Numbers don't mean anything in that way.
no, and
I might
also
be like,
men
oh,
have their Renaissance era in their mid-30s where they're suddenly like, I can fuck 24-year-olds. Whereas I think we have done the work and we're just waiting for,
Yeah.
I don't know, it's a little bit boring.
Stick with the cats, mate.
I know. Well, I will.
27th of June, right?
Yeah.
You bought the Southwest Coast Pass from Minehead to Southaven.
Yes.
And
I'm
then,
big
a
into
few days
hiking.
later, you bought yourself a wireless electric wand massager. So you've got a map,
Yeah.
you've got a sex toy.
It's me.
Have a great time.
Yeah.
But that's
me.
it.
That's classic me, that. The one massager definitely is probably not in action anymore, but I love hiking.
This is
Yeah,
great.
I'm a big countryside.
Favourite part of the countryside in UK?
Probably the Lake District. So I lived there for 7 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then me and my friends Lucy and Mia, who are my biggest inspiration because they're like a bit 7 years older than me, and they were single for like 10 years, and
Okay.
they're just like, I love them, and we always go hiking together once a year. We go on a trip, Wales.
Oh, good.
We did the Southwest Coastal Path.
Oh, God.
Yeah,
This is great.
yeah,
These are the positives.
yeah.
These are the things.
Yeah.
These are the important things.
And then we
right?
have a good wank at the top.
Yeah, of course. Look at that view. Katie, can you... sorry. Just get really aroused by hills. All right, look, and I guess this is during lockdown as well, so you were desperate to get out. And
Yeah.
50 walks in the Lake District.
There you go.
She's
on it. She's got out of the narcissistic
Good.
traps.
Look out. Look at the rest of the world. Stop thinking about yourself.
I climbed Ben Nevis. That was what I did.
What?
Yeah.
God, we just leave these men alone.
I know.
Sorry, the mountain.
That's a joke in my show, actually.
Is it really?
A divorced dad called Ben Nevis.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Divorced dad's the worst. No, they're not. They're absolutely great people. Oh my God.
That's what I'm waiting for. Don't say that.
A divorced dad.
Obviously. That's all I've got to look forward to.
Oh, well,
A
but
nice,
then you're
trained man.
going to get stepkids.
I love the idea of stepkids.
Similar to cats. Don't want you, but do.
Well, my mum was step-mum, sort of, to Tim and Andrew.
Ah, okay. The older brothers.
Yeah.
Fine. Blend it all up, guys.
I'm well up for inheriting some children.
Pop it in the old family NutriBullet. Blend that stuff up.
Exactly.
See what happens.
Hey, babe.
What do you
Pornhub.
like-
Have you not seen Pornhub recently? It's a big thing.
Well, it's all apparently it's very step sibling based,
Yeah, and we don't even search for it. It finds us.
and that is of no interest. I want to be absolutely clear. If you're listening from my internet provider, no interest at all. What do you like on a walk then? Do you get kitted out? Are you quite fast? Do you sort of head off?
Yeah.
Do you stop? Are you stupid? Do you mess around?
I am. What am I like on a walk? I follow. I'm not. Yeah, I'm there just kind of la 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 la.
Yeah, lovely.
But in my Patagonia,
Brilliant. Perfect. Yeah. Nice.
my ethical.
And of course. And do you go out in any weather? Are you an any weather walker or are you fair weather?
Any weather.
Good.
Yeah, any weather.
Okay.
Yeah.
How long is a good walk length for you? What's the best?
Anything from 3 hours to 9 hours, 10 hours. When I did Helvellyn in the Lake District, that was a good 10-hour walk. And Ben Nevis was a good 10-hour walk as well.
Yeah. Do you ever camp out there? Or do you always get back to a nice cottage?
I actually hate camping.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
And I'm camping in a couple of weeks.
I'm camping this weekend.
Are you?
It's damp,
Why are you doing
cold,
that?
because it's a school thing. There'll be some divorced dads.
There's a school thing.
All the
Duke of Edinburgh.
No, it's not Duke of Edinburgh. That would at least that would give it a sense of purpose. No, it's all the parent friends of my eldest kids all meet up and we all go camping once a
That
year.
sounds fun.
Does it? For one,
Yeah.
it's only one night and it's an hour away from London.
Do you all fuck each other?
God, yeah. Jesus Christ, what do you expect?
So you're basically.
I'm not going for the chat.
So the kids aren't going.
No, the kids are going,
Oh,
but then we drug them, and then after 10 they're all asleep. And the
Bit of whiskey in the milk.
Yeah. It's fine.
Yeah.
You can't put keys in a bowl anymore because people don't have so many keys these days. It's complicated. No, camping it's damp and it's cold and it's going for a shit on hay.
It's horrible. Yeah, and the bugs and yeah.
It's not for me.
No.
What would happen then if you met a divorced dad who's really into camping?
I'd go because he'd have all the gadgets.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
He'd sort it out.
Yeah.
He'd make it okay. That's the other problem as well, is when you're in a situation where you're single and you're thinking, instead of defining yourself and just being like the person who just grinned about your walks, that's like you.
Yeah.
Instead of being that person, you start to define yourself by this future imaginary person who meets this future imaginary man. That's just a complete fiction.
It is, yeah. You
That's
never
the
know who
problem.
you're going to end up with.
No.
Although I would like him to have a camper van.
Good.
So I don't have to sleep on the ground.
An electric one, though, because you can get those ones. It's just a bit more ethical.
Do you know
what I mean?
Middle ground one.
Make sure he's got a camper van.
Yeah.
I don't care.
And not be threatened by my extensive vibrator selection. That's also a deal breaker.
I think that is...
Yeah,
Do you keep the ones that are broken, just as sort of memories?
I think I've probably got one in my bag now. I sort of have like a one that I just go around with, which I don't know why, because...
I mean, you never know. You never know when...
Do you know, I really want to be like so famous like Katie Price, and then I can have like my own like vibrator brand.
Wow. That would be amazing. At the moment, you've got a poo stool brand.
I mean, that's fine as well.
The squatting step toilet, you bought another one on the 7th of December. So you're buying them for Christmas.
Yeah. I'll send you one if you like. Or you've already got
I've got one.
Okay.
I just think...
Well, you can always pass it on to re-gift it.
I think you should do a bit on it. You should sign them and you should sell them.
How sweet.
I think so. People should think of you when they shit. I think that would be fun and nice.
Cute.
And you could do a whole extended metaphor about getting rid of your rubbish.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Being good
on
to
my
yourself.
face or using, yeah.
Yeah?
I don't know.
Cool.
Whatever.
Okay.
I'll work on it. I'll do a song. I'll get Huge Davies to help me.
There you go. Huge is available. All right, good. Look, 2020, the spot-on solution for cats. You're feeding your cats.
Yeah. I'm very, very protective of him. I'm a good cat mum.
Yeah. Quite. Do you go out with him when he goes out wandering? You just sort of nearby, just making sure no one else fucks with him?
God, you wouldn't believe the things I've done to save that cat.
What have you done?
I mean, if
have you
I
hurt
just
other
would,
cats?
there's no other. I would just, I'd die. I'd take a bullet for him. Like I've been on my hands and knees in the garden, hissing and barking at cats and foxes to protect him. Wow. I've used my own urine.
What? How? When?
I've pissed in the garden because apparently it deters foxes and other cats.
Okay.
But then I read that it has to be male urine.
Available.
Well, I need someone to
Genuinely,
come.
I love a wild wee.
It's only male urine that works.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I'm very masculine. I've got a lot of testosterone.
I don't know if I want yours. I'm sorry. It's
Imagine if you were in your garden having a barbecue. You know Tom Price off of My Little Toaster podcast? That's his piss.
I've also camped in the garden, and I hate camping, to catch a stray cat. I borrowed a cage. I caught the cat, and I had it rehomed.
That's lovely.
And neutered.
Okay.
It was I do talk about this in the show, actually, because a lot of the show is about my relationship with my cat.
Yes.
Surprise, surprise.
Mm-hmm. You caught a cat?
Yeah, so I
put him in a cage and took his balls off.
The balls came off, and then the cat now lives in Somerset with a farmer in Winsford.
Oh, nice.
Has a new name, Charlie.
That does sound like a lifer. He's been killed, but fine. He lives
on a farm in the sky.
He's called, just called Charlie. Dead Charlie. Just Charlie.
Because he basically I'm on a street WhatsApp group and they all have cats, obviously. And this stray cat, we've had lots of stray cats, but this cat in particular was enormous and so aggressive. And Atticus was being attacked, and so were all these other cats, and they'd all been hospitalised.
Yes.
And so people on the WhatsApp group were going crazy about this cat, and so I said, I'll catch the cat.
What did you use? A net? Or
I borrowed a cage.
Yeah, but how'd you get the cat into the cage? Put food in there? What did you do? Oh, evil face. Serious evil face. Tell me.
So I lay in the grass with some string, and I had the string attached to the cage door. And the cat came in, I put some food in the cage, and I went like this. And then the cat had gone into the cage, but then the cat broke through the string, and so it ran off. Oh. And so then I used
Did you scream when it happened?
No, I didn't lose my I just was very calm.
Wow.
Because, I wasn't going to be defeated.
It's 3 o'clock in the morning, you're on your hands and knees in your garden trying to catch a cat
which
with
has
big balls.
happened so many times.
God.
And then I got washing line. I knew it wouldn't break. And I did the same thing. That also didn't work.
What, he bit through it?
Well, it just it came off the cage. Anyway, it wasn't working. So then I borrowed a cage from a cat charity.
Right.
One that it comes down automatically.
Wow.
And then, so the third time I was able to catch the stray cat.
Oh.
Yeah.
What was the elation like when you caught him?
It was great. There's a photo of me. My flatmate took a photo of me with a glass of wine next to the cat.
With the prisoner next to you, with today's paper?
Yeah, like those men in America next to the elephants.
Oh my God.
But the cat was alive. It was.
The cat is fine. The cat.
Yeah.
The cat has
and I'm
now...
not promoting poaching because I think that's really cruel. But the cat's got a better life now. Much better life.
God.
No balls.
You're quite MAGA when it comes to cats.
I've always grown up with cats. Well, just the welfare of animals and also just the welfare of my loved ones. I'm very protective. I'd do that for you if you wanted me to.
I'm fine. I'm okay. Yeah, no, I don't need a cage or my balls taken off. I could do my balls taken off, actually. It'd probably make my life easier. But
it would.
That's a separate podcast. Okay, look, let's crash on through now, Katie, and see what else we can find. 2021, again, we're seeing some more flea bombs. Happy Sex Millionaire.
I bought that as a gift for someone. It's a crap book, though.
Great. Okay, good review.
Yeah.
Phoenix Fitness Vinyl Kettlebell.
Oh, yes.
1st of January.
Fitness.
Yeah. Classic 1st of January.
Yeah.
So the year before that, you were getting the give up booze.
Yeah.
A year later, you're getting kettlebells.
I know. Hello, 30.
Is this when you turn?
I turned 30 2020 as well.
Oh, God, you turned 30 in the pandemic as well.
And I got COVID at my 30th birthday party.
Oh, my. At least you got something.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awful.
Because we were singing karaoke.
Oh, Lord. Was it a bad COVID?
It was quite bad, yeah.
God, what a thing to get for your 30th birthday.
Yeah.
Dose of COVID. I turned 40 in the pandemic.
Did you?
I'm 10 years older than you.
That
I know
is
you
so
wouldn't
cute.
think it. And it was quite a moment to have
and look what you're doing with your life.
And look how
me.
well it's going. It's all fine. It's quite weird though to have that sort of half-time interval. You know what I mean? It's half-time optimistic.
Do you feel like you've missed half your 30s because of the pandemic?
No, I feel all right with it. I feel like because the kids, got 2 kids, so we just did some
raising of them,
battery raising of kids. You know what I mean?
You must be quite close now with your
the kids. Yeah, they're fine. That's what happens, isn't it? Tonsil stone remover.
Oh yeah, I thought I had tonsil stones.
They are disgusting.
Yeah,
tonsil stones.
Yeah,
these are just sort of build-ups.
I used to have it really bad because I used to get tonsillitis all the time.
Oh.
But then I realised it's because I was just taking drugs.
Okay.
Like taking too much ecstasy at the weekends when I was a student.
Does that give you tonsillitis?
Really
because you're
bad.
screaming.
Well, I would be smoking and taking drugs, and then my mum would come up and be like, "Why are you getting ill all the time?" And I'm there like, "Yeah, because I've been in Fallowfield student accommodation with a guy called, I don't know, Side Eye."
Oh God.
Well,
it took you until 2021 to get the tonsil stone removers.
Well,
so
I don't
you
have it
scrape
anymore.
your tonsils then?
You just look to see if you've got any bacteria at the back. Everyone should have one, and then you should have a tongue scraper as well. I actually dental hygiene is very important. I went to the dentist last week, and he said that my wisdom tooth is growing sideways, and that I need to spend £2,000 to have it out. And he went, "Oh well, only if you're a professional singer will it affect you, so don't worry." And I was like,
"Then I'm not going to have it."
I was like, "I'm a fucking singer."
Oh no, hang on, you're a professional singer.
Yeah, and I'm going to Edinburgh in like 2 months to sing.
Oh my God! Oh, I heard the voice then. It came out then.
It did, didn't it?
Yeah, it was great. I love that. Hang on. So what are you gonna have to get it done then?
No, I'm not going to go. I'm going to wait for it to
explode.
Yeah.
Okay. I love a ticking time bomb. It's a good narrative.
And what happened to good old British dentistry where they just pull it out with some pliers?
Yeah, probably the Tories took it away. If in doubt, blame the Tories. They probably just, health and safety gone mad or something like that.
Yeah.
I did that as a kid. I had a tooth taken out. Oh, it was awful.
Yeah.
Yeah, got the job done.
There
That's the great thing about tooth extraction. You've got a problem, which is this physical object, and then it's gone.
And I don't mind a gold tooth or anything.
That would be good.
Yeah.
That would be good for the look. It'd be good for the look. That's what you should be focusing on, right?
Yeah.
Get the gold tooth. Premium paint roller set.
Oh, yeah, I painted the flat in lockdown as well.
Yeah, the joy of being selfish.
There you go. The joy of being sober, selfish and single. It's a trilogy.
Great. Mm-hmm. Oh, my God, I love it.
That was where I learned about boundaries. Oh. Another buzzword.
Yeah.
Just being like, no, I don't want to do that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a very good one. Stop being a people pleaser.
Yeah.
Stop doing whatever they say. Post-it notes.
Yep.
Perfect. Just perfect. Love a Post-it note.
I'm getting control over my life. You can see the improvements.
Post-it notes quite a good way of sort of passag bullying yourself because you just can just leave them all around the house.
Yeah.
All
It's
the
'cause-
time.
Are we still in 2020?
2021, which is basically still it's another version of 2020.
Yeah. I think it's because I was doing lots of playwriting courses and stand-up courses.
Okay.
Yeah.
Women's Anatomy of Arousal, Secret Maps to Buried Pleasure.
Yeah, that was me again. Sexual Odyssey. I haven't read that book.
Well, you need to read that book.
I know.
Buried Pleasure. Sounds very sort of Indiana Jones vibes.
Yeah, I've got too many arousal books that I haven't read.
Do you have like an arousal library?
Well, I do, but my sister-in-law weirdly gifted me a lot of sexual arousal books.
That's uncomfortable.
Yeah, she's quite sort of free.
Are they well thumbed? Well used?
Yeah.
God. Yeah, that's a second-hand book you don't necessarily want, isn't it?
No. That's why it's still collecting dust, I think.
To be fair, you gave her a poo stool, so
Yeah.
it makes sense.
She's probably the only one that still uses it.
All right, look, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go into the last few items that you've bought, okay? Because we're running out of time. And there's loads of great stuff here, right? I'm just distracted by the things I see along the way. Piping bags for making cakes, December 2022.
I've never used those.
Why did you buy them then?
I don't remember buying them. Yeah.
Presents, Christmas
Maybe.
thing. Elsewhere in 2022, you have got the Tangle Teaser, the original detangling hairbrush.
Perfect. I've got it in my bag now.
God. You've got the Tangle Teaser, you've got the vibrator, you're good to go.
Yeah.
You've got a map of the West Country.
Yeah.
See you in a couple of months.
I know. You don't need the Tangle Teaser.
No, I don't. No, not for my hair, sadly.
No.
But that's one of the advantages of being bald. It's another thing I don't need to think about. You have bought two, I guess this is props here, two fake cigarettes in 1926 tinted cigarette holder. Prop. 11th of July 2022. Oh, it's a Speedy fan, the oscillating electric desk home fan.
Oh, God, that's when we started getting really hot summers.
Yeah.
In lockdown, do you remember those heat waves?
Yeah, and then it was 40. I think 2022 was the 40 degrees, wasn't it? That was the mad.
That's going to happen again this year. I know it is.
Yeah, I get quite scared about that.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate it.
Well, when I had to sleep with my window open in lockdown during that heat wave, and I had stray cats coming in through my window, and that's why I had to get the flea bombs.
Oh my God!
They
so
would
you
come in through my
literally in the heat wave, you just had cats pouring through your window.
At one point, I had 8 cats in my garden. And just me.
What is it about you that's attracting cats?
Well, at the moment, I've got 15 foxes living in my garden, and they won't do anything about it. Pest control. And apparently I need to go to the zoo and get lion poo.
Oh, that is tricky to get. Make sure you get that.
No, you can get it on Amazon. I think I tried to look. It's like I didn't purchase it, but I've been looking at browsing lion poo.
Oh my God.
And male urine, I need to get some of that as well. Might ask the Uber Eats delivery driver.
So while you're there, mate, any chance?
He asked me out once, one of them. And
really?
Who else asked me out? The ASOS package delivery man. Abs. Still delivers my packages. He asked me out.
Abs from the band Five.
No, that would be cool.
That would be so
It's
cool.
now delivering my ASOS
That would be
packages.
amazing. Well, it happens. You know, once you finish those boy bands, you've been winked at by
What they called?
pallbearers,
Pallbearers, yeah.
delivery drivers.
Delivery drivers, yeah.
Yeah.
Who's, I'll take a guy delivering me a package
Sure.
to come on to me because they're seeing me at my most sort of...
Needy.
Yeah, or just like I look like I haven't washed.
Yeah.
And it's like...
No one gets makeup on for the delivery
I look
driver.
insane. And it's like, they're like, oh, you're like, all right. And I'm like, that's kind of cute.
Yeah. Can I have some of your urine, please?
Yeah.
And would you like a fox? I've got 14.
Yeah, exactly. No, because they were cute because they have all the cubs, but they've completely ruined my garden. They smashed like 6 pots. And then Atticus is too scared to go out into the garden, so I've had to get a litter tray. It's been an absolute nightmare.
Well, that's when the line is crossed. I was going to say the foxes are cute until they affect Atticus.
They're really annoying.
And that's when you go full,
Yeah.
like camo paint, tent, cage.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus, those foxes are going to die.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
They're
awful.
fucked.
What a sad ending. What a sad ending to the
They're
show.
fucked.
If you're a fox living in Acton, just get out of there,
I
man.
know. And they'll be listening to this podcast.
They'll know. They'll know. All right, look, we're right at the end of the episode, and we can see, you've bought a bottle opener that's in the shape of a cock.
Again, that was supposed to be a prop.
Mm-hmm.
So I got a joke in my show about having a solitary cock in my house.
Nice.
And I thought it'd be funny to actually have one, but I think I'm not going to use that.
Oh.
That's just still wrapped up in its packaging in the cutlery drawer now.
So you might send that one back, or...
No.
Fine. Keep it.
Does anyone send their Amazon packages back?
Well, yeah, they can do. They're pretty good at the returns policy is pretty good. I mean, this isn't an advert for Amazon, so it's $9.99. It's below the threshold of caring.
Yeah,
for
I
most,
think I'm
whatever.
okay with just having that one.
You never know when you'll need a bottle opener in the shape of a cock.
I think I'll need it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For opening bottles, of course.
Yeah.
Look, we have got Tomorrow's Sex Will Be Good Again. There we are.
Yeah.
What we've been
Reading that
talking
now.
about. And then we have got the latest thing that you've bought. Right. This is it. This is the final object, the final item.
Okay.
As we complete our odyssey of Katie Norris exploration.
It's not lion poo.
It is not,
Okay.
sadly, lion poo, because that would be an outstanding end to the episode.
I need to buy
I
the lion
love
poo.
a shit ending. You've bought the Cherry Blossom Foam Deluxe insole for a ladies' UK size 6 shoe.
Yes, because I bought some gorgeous cowgirl boots from Vinted, but they needed insoles,
Oh, great.
which I should have worn them today.
Yeah, I wish you had. You've upgraded the Vinted
Yeah.
boots
Yeah.
thanks to Amazon.
Yeah.
It's great. It's
And
great
they
teamwork.
it works.
Are those for
The show.
The show?
I think they're too high for the show.
Okay. They're
Yeah.
very in right now because of Beyonce. The cowboy boot thing
Yeah.
is...
I mean, I'm pretty sure I was wearing them before Beyonce, actually.
Yeah, I said that.
Mm-hmm.
I said that when Beyonce started doing it. I was like, Katie Norris did that a long time ago.
Yeah.
It's annoying. It's annoying when she does that.
It is annoying.
She's easily influenced by other people.
I think so.
Yeah, it's what she does. It's what
Yeah.
she does. All right, look, Katie Norris, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me.
How has it been having me root through your Amazon undergarments?
Do you know what? It's actually been quite nice because I can see how far I've come mentally.
Yeah, and also how much you've come as well.
Yeah.
In
Yeah.
terms of,
My really sort of,
that's nice though.
healing orgasm. I'm healing myself through self-pleasure. I'm learning about my sexuality.
Yeah, all of those things. It's it, right. It's the journey, guys. It's not
Yeah.
about the end point.
Yeah.
I think that the most important thing is you just need to make sure you've got a map, a cat, and a dildo. That's all you need.
Oh, it's all you need. Is it? What can I ask? Obviously, you've done this podcast a lot.
Mm.
How does that compare to other people's purchase histories?
Oh yeah, I mean it's like
Is it?
in terms of what the weirdnessometer.
Yeah. Was it okay?
It's really good. It's great.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really funny. Sorry to say, like, it's funny, like your life is funny.
Yeah.
No, it's really interesting.
Yeah.
Great variety, lovely mix.
Yeah.
You know,
I just don't
it's
know.
rare for me to be asked to give feedback at the end of the
Yeah, I
episode.
just
but
wondered. Yeah, obviously.
It's I wouldn't say it's that much either.
Is that a lot? Do other people order a lot of like? I don't know.
There's more.
Yeah.
A lot of people order more mundane things, so you'll get a lot of people doing
Right.
repeat orders of bog roll and
wow.
and shampoo or peanut butter. And the big thing recently is loads of diet supplements. Loads of people buying dietary supplements at the moment. I see that
Wow.
all the time.
Yeah, Ozempic. You can't get that on
Oh
Amazon. though.
yeah, no, not yet. But you'll be able to get probably some fake version of it. But no,
Yeah.
this is. You know what? It's been a classic. It's the first, and also as ever on Amazon, it's the first time I've seen a bottle opener in the shape of a dick. Like there's
Yeah.
always something
I
different.
mean, you can get those in like Malaga and stuff
Yeah, well,
Apparently.
exactly. But you'd have to go to Malaga for this. You can just get it
on Amazon.
delivered to your door. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. Sorry, and now I am still. Now it feels weird because we finished and I'm still browsing. This feels like the invasion of your privacy bit.
It's fine.
Astronaut space food.
Yeah, I bought space food.
Astronaut ice cream sandwich. Why did you buy space food?
Again, things were tough. No, my godson loves space. He's only
Oh,
2.5, 3, and so I bought him space ice cream.
that's beautiful.
And yeah,
That's nice. Did you dress as an astronaut?
no,
deliver? Oh,
I mean
okay.
there's a limit, isn't there?
Yeah, to be
Godmother,
fair,
I'm
yeah,
not
yeah.
going to do that.
Yeah, the limit
I'm
is
going to debase myself.
$3.99 is absolutely fine. Katie Norris, look, you're going to Edinburgh this summer. You're going to be at the festival at the Pleasance below 8:30 every night.
Yes, every night,
What's the
apart
show
from 14.
called?
It's called Farm Fatale,
Okay,
like Femme Fatale, but
Love that.
Farm
Love that.
Fatale.
excellent.
Yeah.
And you are available on all social media platforms, all the good ones anyway. Instagram, what's your Instagram handle?
Katie Norris 26,
Ah,
born on the 26th of February.
great. Okay, good.
26 being the last Euros.
Okay, good.
But yeah, I'm really looking forward to Edinburgh. It's going to be really fun.
Yes, yeah, and I hope you do really well. I think you will. I think you're absolutely brilliant. And good luck with everything. Katie Norris, thanks for coming on my Bit More Taster.
It's my mate.